Alright guys, so my 2023 EDC, what does it look like? What do I carry? What's the deal? Let's get into it. So I know it looks like I have a lot on the table right now, and that's because I have doubles of certain things, because although I mostly carry a certain set of things each and every day, sometimes I do switch things up. So I just wanted to, have that full disclosure there that no, I do not EDC 2 belts and, 2 handguns and blah, blah, blah. But I do switch those things up here and there, and I'll kind of get into that in a second. So, first and foremost, belt, the, I guess, epicenter of your carry, because a lot of things do attach to your belt, hold your pants up, shorts, carries your weapon, obviously everything you're stuffing in your pockets is held up by this support system here, so pretty big deal. I like Core Essentials belts. Now obviously you see how stiff and rigid this thing is. It's got that ratcheting system here, which is awesome. Ratchet, and then when you want to loosen them up, go ahead and flip that lever and they loosen up to wherever you need them. So you go to sit down when you're carrying, you loosen it up a couple notches, and it doesn't squeeze and hurt you as much. You stand up, you tighten it right back down, and you're good to go. Alright, moving along. Watch. Now, this is nothing special. It's not GPS. It doesn't track my location globally, blah, 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 all that fancy shit. It tells the time, it counts my steps, it lights up, and it has an alarm on it. So it does what I need it to do, and it's tough as crap. It's a G-Shock. They're not that expensive, like 50 bucks, and hey, they do everything you need them to do. Alright, now here's where I start to kind of double up a little bit. So I got 2 knives here. I don't carry 2 knives, however, I do carry between these 2 most frequently. So this is the Spyderco Enduro 4, or Endura 4. Enduro, I think, is motorcycle racing. Endura 4, so half serrated, half dual edge. I like it. I think it's nice. It's cool. It's easy to manipulate. It's easy to use. This is a Hogue knife. It is an OTF knife, so it's got a blade on both sides. I think it's pretty cool. This is the Mini Incursion model, so made in America. Nice. I like it. Alright, so again, don't carry both, but I do frequently use these 2 the most out of any knife I have. I do have a lot of knives. I love them, but yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'm carrying one of these 2 knives here. Alright, flashlights. So I'm going to save a couple of these things for the end, but what am I EDCing with? Either this Streamlight Stylus Pro or Through Night Archer Mini. So I haven't had this one that long, but it's a very cool little light. You unscrew the lens cap here, and that's where your USB-C charging cable is, so it is rechargeable. Never have to swap batteries, whereas this one takes 2 AAA batteries. So yeah, they're both about the same output, a couple hundred lumens, nothing crazy, nothing that you would want to use to scan the area, but it's enough to give you some light to see what you're doing and not be fumbling around in the dark. So take that for what it's worth. Alright, my wallet. So this is a wallet I actually got off of Amazon. So it's called the Extremis. It's one of those, metal deals that's supposed to be RFID proof and all that crap. Whether it does or not, I don't know, but I do like that it's very minimalistic. I used to obviously carry, bigger leather wallets, trifolds, bifolds, whatever. No matter what you did with them, they were still really fat and really big, and it got on my dang nerves. So ended up streamlining it a little bit with this. Obviously I still have quite a few cards in there. So what do I carry in here? I have 2 IDs, my military ID, my driver's license. I got a debit card, like 2 credit cards, my CCW for back home, for Cali here, Arizona. I don't need all of them, but I just figured why not get them. Fishing license and my OSHA card, like just random stuff that I kind of need here and there, but yeah, keeps it all nice. It does take a little bit to get used to, like fanning this stuff out to be able to grab what you need, as opposed to like a normal wallet. You just open up and everything's right there. It does take a little bit to kind of get used to it, but once you do, it's fine, and I like it. Car keys. Because no matter what, you can't go anywhere without your vehicle. So car keys, truck keys, whatever you want to call them, important piece of everyday carry. I'm using my phone to record right now, so your phone, can't leave home without it. It's a mini computer in your pocket. You can call for help, look up stuff, get directions, which is 9 times out of 10 of what I use mine for, and obviously your music. You can't go anywhere without your music, without the tunes, man. So there's that. All right. I said I was going to save some of this stuff towards the end, so I'm going to keep that with these 3 things here. All right, so what is this? So this is a mini multi-tool. Now, why a mini multi-tool? Because, well, you know, here in the sunny state of California, the weather's pretty decent all the time, and carrying a lot of big, full-size stuff just isn't it all the time. A lot of times I'm wearing shorts. I'm not always wearing jeans, pants. You know, sometimes I'm wearing like athletic type gear, and you can't really have full size everything. So you kind of have to prioritize what's important by, you know, I guess rank, like a rank structure. Like, all right, weapon, I was obviously pretty high up there, and as we start getting down the line, a multi-tool. Like, is it a nice to have? Absolutely. Do I use it every single time I go out, you know, and leave the house? No, I don't. But it is something that, hey, I'd like to have it if I do need it. So I just went ahead and sucked it up and got this little miniature version here. So it's got, you know, a little set of pliers. Obviously, it has the nail file that nobody ever uses. Straight head, a knife, flat head, a little saw, and you know, that's pretty much all you need. All right, a pen. Now, you can never replace needing something to write stuff down with. Yes, we all have our phones, tablets, etc., etc. Sometimes we leave those, you know, in the car because we're playing music, or we have it mounted for our GPS, and we're like, I'll get it when I come back. Maybe something happens, you need to write something down. You see a hit and run, you witness something. You know, taking notes is very important. You could argue that maybe a notepad would be just as important if you're going to carry a pen. However, you can write on your skin, receipts, anything, my clothes. You can write on a lot of surfaces, but you can't do that if you don't have anything to write with, unless you're going to be cutting your finger and writing in blood and sacrificing lambs to the gods. Yeah, a pen. All right, before we get into the firearms, I'm going to go back to these items here that I said I would talk about. Now, these are those items where they are the same thing as some of the other things I've been carrying. However, they're a bit bigger. So this light right here. I just picked up this light recently. It was sent out to me by Nightcore. Previous to this, it was a light by Feyachi, believe it or not. That would be like my bigger, like throw in my jacket type light in case I needed like a good beam. That one had 1200 lumens. It was good. I mean, I never had an issue with it. It was good. The Feyachi, what was it? FL22. The Feyachi FL22 was solid. Did everything I needed to do. It was durable. Drop it, freeze it, do whatever. It lasted. Just got this Nightcore, which is 3000 lumens, so a lot more candela as well. So, and it's USB-C rechargeable, whereas the other one I gotta take the batteries out to charge them and then put them back in. This one has the charging port built into it, so don't have to mess with any of that. So that's a plus. Like I said, the weather here is usually quite great. So something like this is a little bit big for the entire year. However, there are a few months in the season where I can get away with carrying a bigger light and not sacrificing comfort or just having bulging pockets, because that's just like a really big pet peeve of mine. I hate having like my stuff all bulging out and looking weird. I don't like it. If you're somebody who wears bigger, looser, baggier clothing, maybe not as much for you, but I try to wear stuff that kind of fits, and yeah, that's how I roll. All right, we just went over the mini multi-tool. So obviously when weather's good, I can wear jeans, I can wear jackets and things like that. Then I can go ahead and carry a full-size multi-tool, which has a lot more capability, a lot more grip, obviously, and a little bit more components and stronger, I would say, than the, you know, this option here. Probably fit for more tasks, to get stuff really done if you needed to use a multi-tool for whatever. This is just a Ozark Trail one, nothing fancy, nothing special. I do have a few Gerbers. Some people like Leatherman over Gerber. I don't really care. I have the Gerber in my truck, and then I keep one at the office at work because every once in a while trucks just start going crazy, and a good Gerber goes a long way. You can go on field ops and stuff. So yeah, that's in my at my workstation. And then last but not least is a tourniquet. Now, you should have medical on you every day. I know you should, but I'm not going to come on camera and lie and say that I carry a tourniquet every single day. In the cooler months, yes, I'll have one on me. But when it's warm outside, I'm not going to have this on my belt. Typically what I'll do, if I'm wearing jackets and stuff, I throw it right on my belt because it has these loops back here. I'll throw it on the belt. It chills out in the small of my back. Don't even notice it's there until, you know, God forbid something happened to where I would need it. I know it's there, or I'm taking my belt off for the day and, all right, put everything up. But yeah, I'm not going to say that while I'm wearing my basketball shorts or my cargo shorts with my, you know, tank tops and smaller t-shirts like this that I'm rocking a big old tourniquet, because it looks dumb. I'm not going to lie. Just sticking out just looks stupid. I'm not going to wear something on my ankle when I'm wearing shorts because, again, that looks weird. It looks stupid. So I do always have medical in my car. Whether or not I can get to it, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to come here and lie and say that I have this on my belt every single day. All right, now getting into what everybody really cares about. What am I carrying? So these two options here are what I carry 9 times out of 10. There's always that one day that I just feel like carrying something different of mine. Here in the state that I'm currently located in, California, you're limited to what you have on your permit, and there's only so many firearms you can put on your permit. Whereas other states, like my state of North Carolina, whatever I own, if I get a permit, I can carry it. It doesn't matter. I don't have to have permission to like switch up my weapons. California does. So that affects what I carry here mostly, but I would choose to carry these most often anyway, just because they're a little bit more convenient, especially since the weather is warmer. I don't want to carry my big full size or the bigger compacts all the time. I'm looking more at these micro compacts / subcompact size weapons. So what do we got? First and foremost, it's clear. This is the Ruger Max 9. This one's been worked over just a little bit. Slide was Cerakoted because the factory ones will rust like really bad from body sweat and stuff. Whatever coating Ruger used was just dog shit. And then I replaced the trigger because it had about 3,000 feet of pre-travel before you hit the wall, and I hated it, so I went ahead and got this Galloway Precision trigger, and I got the Galloway Precision recoil spring, and this thing's a lot better. I flirted with quite a few optics with this thing. This is like the 3rd optic I've had on it. This is the Ruger Ready Dot that they came out with like, I don't know, 6-7 months ago, close to a year ago now, and I like it for daytime use, but if I know I'm going to be out anywhere near the end of the day, I don't carry this one because, one, the Ruger Max 9 does not have a provision for a weapon-mounted light, and then 2, this thing sucks in low light, and even if you had a light here, it would drown out the ability for this dot to work because it doesn't have any manual adjustments. It's just automatic brightness based on this this coil here, and it works better with ambient lighting than direct light. So again, if I had a weapon mounted light on here, it would drown out this dot and I would never be able to see it. However, if I took a flashlight and held it up to like a ceiling, then it would pick that ambient lighting up awesome and be great. But again, daytime use, awesome. Anything towards dusk into the evening, I don't even mess with carrying this at all. I always carry 2 mags on me in this Border Town holster. So both of my holsters here that I carry 9 times out of 10 are made from Border Town holsters. Great guy, veteran-owned company out of Arizona. He'll make you whatever you want. So I'll carry both of these. And I do use Federal HST hollow point ammunition. And that's the Ruger setup. Can't complain, love it. Sidecar action. These holsters are pretty slim. They don't take up a lot of room. Got the wing there to help pull that grip into the body as much as possible to aid in concealment. Alright, now what I'm carrying, out of the 9 times out of 10 that I carry these 2 weapons, 99% of the time I'm carrying my Glock 43X. Again, it's clear, nothing in the chamber. So yeah, Glock 43X, this is the perfect size for me. I've got a decent sized hand, but I have sausage fingers, so this fits my hand very, very well. Suarez International Magwell here. And I started running these PSA micro dagger mags. So if you didn't know, Palmetto State Armory is making a 43X clone essentially, called the micro dagger, and they made their own in-house magazines here that are metal, but they have a polymer edge, which allows you to keep your factory mag catch, mag release on your Glocks, whereas the Shield Arms mags, you have to swap this out to the metal because the Shield Arms mags are all metal. And I don't care what you say, you'll see 1,000 comments like, oh, I've had mine and put thousands of rounds through them, never had any issues. But there's always been those people that post like, I've had nothing but issues, and I've had every generation of those things. I took a chance, but I think I bought 3 or 4 of these PSA micro dagger mags. They are 15 rounds, and so far so good. I don't have a crap ton of rounds through them, but I've got about 600 now between the 3, and I haven't had any issues. The only issue I had was I couldn't get 15 at first by hand. I had to use my mag loader, but after 4 or 5 times of loading them, now by hand I can get all 15 in there because they just work themselves out. I have seen some people say if you just go ahead and pop the base plate off, polish up the internals, then you can fit 15 by hand right away. I didn't do that. I didn't really read about that until well after the fact. But again, it is what it is. Still running Federal HSTs here as well because that's what I practice with for the most. I don't shoot hollows all the time. So obviously I try to keep as much consistency between the different weapons as I can by using the same ammunition. Again, I have a Border Town holster here, same sidecar setup, same wing. So same thing, excellent retention. So obviously this was made for my Glock before these PSA mags came out. So this was molded for the OEM mags, and you see right there it fits, and it fits both ways if you want to index the other way. But there you go. So same thing, not a lot of bulk, pretty thin holster, can't complain. Helps bring it into the body, it flexes right there in the middle. And that's my weapon of choice, my Glock 43X. It's awesome. This one does obviously have the provision for the TLR7 sub weapon light, which I think is the best light for this. It'll fit a few different weapon lights. See, some people run O light, some people run like the TLR6. I think the TLR7 sub is the best light for this platform. It is cut for the RMSC footprint, so any RMSC footprint optic will fit it. Right now I have a Swamp Fox Sentinel on there, automatic green dot. I like it, and I got night vision, suppressor height sights. Actually, these are, I lied, these are lower 1/3 sights. So it's just visible in the lower portion of that glass. It doesn't impede the dot at all, but still usable in case the dot ever died or couldn't use it for whatever reason. And these night sights are awesome. They're super bright at night. They're like almost too bright. You're like, damn, like calm down. And in this one I have a Agency Arms trigger. It's been flawless for me with the OEM slide. That's my 2023 carry, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys carry, and if there's some stuff I should be carrying that I'm not already. Look forward to seeing your comments. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I appreciate the support. Thank you.